I don't know what it was doing before, but it seems to be working now. Weird. Leave my shoe alone! One used dog for sale. It's a good sign. Blasey Tuesday. It felt like Monday. So what the fuck's on Chris's plate today? Well, you got Thai style chicken and bell pepper soup. Why does it say soup? Are you kidding me? Okay, these are bowls. You can see they're bowls by the way they look.
You left the fan on again.
Why does this thing not turn off? Echo, turn off the stove. Stupid thing. Well, imagine this is a bowl and this is soup. That explains why it was so wet. Anyhow, it's dinner. Disclaimer. I didn't need this, but I couldn't turn it down. So this kit, which claims to have 10 saw blades in it and a case, the case is worth the money alone, was $9 delivered to my door. So then I open it up and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 blades in here. And some of these blades are, I wish I had done that, are carbide type blades, like heavy duty blades. A lot of them are metal cutting, but those you tend to bend up pretty quickly. So I win. So it's time to go saw something, I guess. I don't know. And I love these cases. So I have one of these and now I have 2 of these because I can keep one upstairs and one down here. And at $9, I can't even, I mean, these are only like $6 a piece. So we'll take this and file it in this magic box here. And where's the other one? There it is. Yeah, and these blades last a long time, so. Yeah, you gotta have multiple sets of the same thing, but that'll last me probably till I retire. Gonna work on that this week. Wish you would stop looking like that. Hey! And got a plan for moving this. I need to move the Marauder so that I can hang the rest of these lights. And then we can start on this. I got approval for the corner molding so that I build little squares to go in the corner. Where are you going? I see you. She wants to jump all over me today, and of course I'm wearing white pants. And I don't know if I mentioned this came back. The lady said it didn't work, and it works fine. I don't know what the deal is. So put that back in the face space, market space. It's a nice unit. I just don't use it, and it's big. Got to change the oil on this. Got to change the oil on this. Got to change the oil on that. Got to get the EPA check on that, which it's almost time for it not to be EPA check because it will be 22 years this year. So I guess I got 1 or 2 more years. I don't get the multi-year plate on that sticker because fuck them. Being a truck, they want shit tons of money. So I don't need to loan them my money for inches free just so that I don't get a sticker. But unfortunately, I do have to get it EPA checked. And unfortunately, they don't check for rust. We'll go inside? Yeah, let's go. So, frankly, I wish I got as much joy out of my underwear as she does. She just loves my underwear. The more you use it, the better. Where are you going? What you doing? Echo, turn on light. Where's my underwear? Woohoo! We got underwear. Kill that underwear. She's somewhat gentle. No, she isn't. So, what do we got here? We got a box of Leatherman. Yay! Is it a knife? No. We have a perfect knife. It's something that's been pissing me off for a long time. That's a replacement part. Yay! What are we replacing here? Well, this is the third time replacing the pocket clip on my P4 which is a precursor to that. Because you see how it's all like one piece here, and it's... So the knife came without it. Then they released this. Then I called them and they said they'd send me a new one. Then it never arrived. So meanwhile, I bought one on the interwebs that was made out of aluminum, and it broke within a day of using it. This one lasted 2 years, and I gave up and I just ordered one. They're like $12. Box is way overkill, and it comes with extra bolts and extra. Really? Came with extra screws and stuff, so we're gonna update this. But it's the main reason I've been carrying it. Other than that, one's better. Is a damn pocket thing, and although I ground it down, it was really annoying me. It was scratching me every time I went to use it. So yeah, we'll do our update. The one from eBay really pissed me off. It was so flimsy, and it just bent right away. This is at least a big chunk of stainless steel. So yeah, we'll go do ourselves an upgrade. Then we're gonna go online and fill out our dog DNA test. Figure out what the hell this thing is. Yeah. Wild. It's gonna come back wild. Like a COVID test. So I guess I open this up. I've already activated it. I take the thing out. I make sure she hasn't eaten lately. She hasn't eaten food. She might have eaten something else. Swab for that's gonna be the fun part. I've never stuck anything in her mouth, not even pills. And then put that back in, slap it in here, and mail it. So yeah, that should be fun. A lot of questions on their website. Collected a lot of information. Did get this adjusted. This is good. Very happy about that. Today on What the Fuck will be on Chris's plate is that. I guess we're making that. Gotta wait till she tells me she's left work. This won't be on the plate, but Samoas. Gluten-free Samoas. There's probably like 3 in there. Okay, I was misinformed. So this Bosch Lawn kit, which has this little, what I thought was a magnifier. Nope. These are individual scales that you use to find out the size of things. Or, in the case of this one, the angle of something. So, if I look here, I think this is going to show up. That's what I figured. This is the writing of the person who wrote this. Maybe that's a better one. There's the dots inside. And there's numbers down there. Maybe if I zoom out. Here we go. So we could literally measure that print by aligning the numbers there, which is kind of hard to see, but I don't know if you can see there, numbers. This is, I think, upside down. And upside down. And upside down. Those are micrometers. Then this one, as we saw before, has angles. Again, this would be upside down. Millionth of an inch. I'm not quite sure what that scale is. It's okay, Spike. Anyhow, clearly, you know what this might have been for? my father-in-law worked on the SR-71 pictures that they would fly over communist countries, and very high resolution pictures. Of course, each dot was like a foot, and you could measure the size of things. And I wonder if this was from his kit when he did that in the 70s. Oh, Bosch and Lomb was obviously expensive. So this is not just a magnifying glass. It's definitely more than that. Just can't see it. Oh well. Well, you get the idea. What are you eating? Come here. Come here. Come here. What? Why are you eating that? This is not for eating. This is for driving screws. This is a Robinson bit. It's not a chew toy. Okay? Not a chew toy. You're going to have to find your own chew toy. But it's not going to be my Robinson bit. Okay, well, today we're going to put a Wi-Fi controller back on this. This will be interesting because I'm going to have to power something off of there. How did I do this before? Because I just took this down. I don't know. Anyhow, well, they're leaving. I got an inexpensive one. It works on Wi-Fi and it's Alexa compatible. I had one. It was made by Chamberlain, but now they want $5 a month for me to say, Echo, open the garage door. Yeah, and then if I used a custom if then and this, then and why, or if I, whatever that thing is, they wanted, I had to connect the API for Chamberlain, wanted another $5 a month. So that was $15 and F them. Plus, it used this expensive battery on the door sensor that only lasted a year each time. I spent like $4 each year for just that alone. I'm gonna go for a walk here. Oh yeah, I did a slight control burn over here. Got a little more. Got all those are gone. I didn't want to do those because it's near the house, and managed to melt that. That's great. Okay, so little sensor there, magnet, wire up here, and look at these little kind of cute little guys, little nails. Carefully put in here. I'm gonna put a zip tie on that. The wire is extra long because you can put it on the side, but I don't know why you do that when you can just put it here. And this is just stick them. Got to get the screw that fell down on the other side because I dropped it there. Here I have the power, just a USB. Goes in that little short extension cable. The old adapter used to be up there. I got to remove the holder for it. I just zip tied this right on top of there. That's not going to go anywhere. And then you got the two leads going into there, whereas the normal switches go there. I got two switches, one there and one outside. Though I don't know why there's two. Oh, maybe these are sensors. I think, yeah. I think two of them are the sensors for the doors and then the other stuff, because there's a whole bunch of wires here. Yeah, two sensors and one ding dong. This must be the ding dong, which goes. Oh, there it goes. All I know is it's working. So now I got to get the Alexa part working so that I can say, Echo, turn off the, close the garage door. That's all I'm looking for. It's so simple, open and close. Garage door is open. Echo, close garage door. Well, I'll be damned. Other than the fact that it thinks it's open when it's closed, which I think a reboot will fix, that actually worked. Echo, open garage door.
Please use your usual garage door opener. To enable open by voice, open the Alexa app, go to devices, and edit the garage door settings.
Well, this is weird. Echo, open garage door.
What's your voice code for garage door?
1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my ATM.
Opening. Hang on. The garage door is open.
I gotta get rid of the password. She doesn't need to know my ATM password. But at least it freaking works. It's been driving me crazy for months. On today, what the fuck's on Chris's plate? We got rice with the sauce. We got chicken, radishes, peas, mint garnish. I had a D-stem mint. Who knew there was a stem in mint? I didn't know. I thought mint came in gum. Should eat good. Today, what is on Moxie's plate? Apparently, she found a glue stick and did what she's so good at. we'll just throw that out. Puppy. So I did a series of videos, and I think I'm not gonna post them. I ain't cleaned that shit up, literally. I started exploding that drawer over there, and the more I thought about it, I don't have a place for all this. The best place for all this is in there. So I'm gonna put it all back and deal with this another day. I want to make a display, but I don't even know how. One thing I can think of is like a shelf where these are at an angle displayed, you know, hanging on the wall somewhere that has empty spaces. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I was thinking I could build a wall mount for these, like put foam on there, but you know, I got other fish to fry, and yeah, that is the best place for it. So maybe I'll do a separate video of all this stuff that is not really stuff I need or use. I just appreciate. Sure. So on today's plate, we have some sort of soup with turkey, peppers. I garnish, sesame seeds, lots of spices, and some rice base. I think they call it turkey coconut curry soup. Yeah, there's coconut over there too. Oh, that's how they did it. In the game of life, I actually won. Echo! Pause! Jesus fucking Christ. So, I've had to put air in my tires up to twice a day for the past 2 weeks. And so I pulled out I pulled the wheel off, obviously. And I looked all the way around. I couldn't find any holes. And then I'm spraying along here. And then I sprayed there, and there it is. Enhance. Look at that. My valve is aching here. And that's a super easy fix. We just go to the valve stem tool department. Where is that again? It's over here. I can't. Well, that's down. We'll never see that again. I gotta go to my other valve stem tool department. Where is that? Oh, Jesus Christ. How am I gonna get that out? Oh, by the way, I stopped at a estate sale after seeing Sophie and putting a gallon of coolant in her car. These are them fancy pants. You know, you dial in the number of weights you want. So I pull up and you move the little things over, and now it's just those two. And I got two. So, yay, for me. Valve stem department. I think the dog just took off. I don't know if she's outside or inside, but air fitnesses. There we go. There's the tool. It's a long fucking day, week. Of course, it was beautiful, 60, 62 degrees, sunny, and then I left work and then went. So, let's see what we can do here. It'd be nice to have one win this week. Well, this is supposed to fit in there. I don't feel the fitness is definitely leaking. Well, that's just great. This will clean the threads. Why won't you put it back on? Well, we're gonna have to get another one. Please hold for station identification. Now resuming. This one's got a bigger, whatever you call that. There we go. You can feel it in there. Tighten that. About that much. Look at that. She ain't leaking. Oh, wow. I win something this week. I mean, it started out with the lady on Monday saying that the exercise treadmill didn't work, and then this it came out twice this week. My tire was completely flat. Just fun at work. They ordered parts of the CT scanner. They came all smashed. FedEx drop shipped again. Yeah, it just bad week. Gotta get those up. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I'm hoping maybe just shoot this forward, put these rest of these lights up. Just want to get those out. Got a plan on this. We're gonna execute. Still can't move it this week, but maybe I can move it at night when it's not raining. It's supposed to rain all day Saturday and part of the day Sunday. Did hook up the battery tender to the green car because one of these days, like today, except for the rain, would have been a great day to, sneak around. Did get the garage door to work. Right now I can tell the garage door to open and close, but I get it a password, 1, 2, 3. Well, my ATM code. Echo. Open big door.
Sorry, I didn't find a group or device.
So I created a scene called Open Big Door because when I say, I don't know, maybe I'd rename it something. I got to find out. Basically, there's a way to make a scene, and you can set to the scene, and that scene is open and close. But it's got to, through the interwebs. This is the interwebs to get to the Alexa. Right now, it's on the smart app. Literally, that's what they call it, the smart app. I guess it's better than the dumb app. But we'll go ahead and put that back on. Get torquelators. We'll spend a few minutes cleaning the lug nuts up. Just getting a little rust off because we can. And we'll reinvestigate the big door. One wet but happy dog. Very wet. Well, I think we got one more inspection to do on this. So we have to do an EPA inspection every 2 years. But when the car is 25 years old, I don't think we have to do it anymore. So she's a 2002, so there's some math involved. She's 22. So yeah, one more to go. But she did pass. That's the important thing. As I got the truck checked, came home, ate some Taco Bell, did some paperwork, and what are we eating now? Oh, Tin. She's a goat. I have a fucking goat. Making a planter stand. So this will go in front of the dining room window. The window is 34 inches across. And these are going to be the platforms. So the box itself is going to be made out of galvanized steel. You'll see that. So I made this 1 8 inches across. I made it a little bit wider because I'm going to route out little sections so that the verticals stick in a little bit. So I think I'm going to have a post here, post here, post here, post here. I'm going to do something across from in there, but so I'm going to make 2 of them. I figured I'd go ahead and get the top one ready, though I don't have all this ready. So she doesn't like that look. I don't know why, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But basically, it's going to inset, kind of like us. So it's basically just going to be a platform for the actual tin that will be galvanized, an old-fashioned galvanized, with the big galvanized flakes, I guess you call it. So, that works. Okay, well, this is Echo. Off. I don't know why the fuck she doesn't listen. So this is the basic structure here. Obviously, these are going to be equal distance out, but I think I'm getting there. I'm just going to use a... What the fuck? Echo. Announcement. Echo.
What's the announcement?
Cancel.
Canceling.
It doesn't look quite right. I think I need... Well, I cut these a little bit long on purpose because I can make them shorter. But I think I'm just going to countersink a stainless steel screw and a stainless steel screw. Not get too fancy. I need to sand the fuck out of this. And apparently I need to sand that as well. Echo. Play notifications.
One new notification from
I'm going
Amazon
to have
Shopping.
to sand that down.
For Joe, who is LeBron James, has arrived.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is the 3rd package today for her? Whatever. Okay, well, it's getting there. Oh, I fucked up, and this is over an 1/8 of an inch, and I went to remove that, and it broke. So, yeah, I got to get that out, then this out. I guess I got to take the whole thing apart briefly. I tried the trick of putting a drill chuck on there and backing it out. That didn't work. I ended up just snapping it off. You can't hacksaw it. I tried to. It's stainless steel. It's hard enough that it's extremely hard to go, and I was just grooving the wood up. So, well, we better get to gluing this back together. Looks like I didn't even put enough much glue on there. That's not good. Well, I think I want to put a stretcher in between here. Did have a blowout, meaning that screw's not supposed to be through there. It's supposed to be straight. Apparently, I didn't get that quite straight. Still need some final sanding. This is going to get gun stock, so I got to stain it and all that fun stuff. But, yeah, I think just a piece across here would help out. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Yeah, put my stinking cap on. This is the back side when I put the stretcher in there. So maybe I should flip around. I'm going to have to shorten one of the legs here because it's a little wobbly, but that's to be expected. This isn't exactly precise. But yep, there we go. I gotta do some sanding. I think I'm gonna call it a night, but I think I'll hold her plants. Tomorrow we'll make the tray. That should be interesting because I gotta cut sheet metal, bend sheet metal, make corners, and I'm gonna try and solder them. So yeah, fun. I don't know why she keeps dragging these pieces of wood out and apparently chewing on them. This is the second time I moved them. That can is not exactly in one piece anymore. I got a vacuum in here. Oh, Oofy tried. Yeah, I have to make my own dinner and eat it myself, so I'm gonna make some, you know, French fries. So this is a French fries pusher, or cutter, or dinger. So we got potato, got one of each, and we just basically put them right about there, and we squish it. Unfortunately, I need 2 hands for this, but you get the idea. These are very sharp. How do I know? Because I'm bleeding. So I guess I could change this out for a smaller, but today we're making steak fries because I'm too lazy to do that. I think I got, that's easy to replace. That just kind of, well, no, I got 2 screws there. Then I got 2 screws here and this. Just, I don't even know why I have 3 of these, but only 1 grid. Yeah, that one goes with that. It's like I'm missing a grid. Anyhow, so we're going to do steak fries, but first we got to preheat the old fryer here. And again, this has a tray, which I really like, and this is so much easier. The other one I have is a Phillips. It's a round thing that slides in, and it's deep, and it's always a pain in the ass to clean. This is a tray right here that I can remove for cleaning. It's got a few things from last week, and it seems to get a lot hotter. It's just a lot easier. I love the double doors. This is easy to get to. The other one, I guess you can shake it to kind of redistribute. But there should be plenty of fries. Maybe too much. Oh well. It's empty. Yep. Yeah, this does not faze her at all. She's happy. A little wet today. A little cold. Faze her. Well, so I figured out a way to hold this up. Basically 2 parallel on the arms. And then everything seems to be pretty good. Yeah. I hate tearing into this. Okay, so this is pretty torn up. I don't know what this shit is. I got loose springs, but I keep going back to just putting a piece of plywood across here, fitting it in here somehow, and just, it's supposed to be over there. I don't know why that's not there. So tying the springs at the bottom and maybe at the top, and then getting rid of all this. And I got new webbing, but I don't even want to use webbing. The other thought was to glue in new pieces down here. Now somebody did over here and give you something new to attach to, but I don't think that actually didn't use it, whoever did this last. So that was kind of worthless. The problem I'm seeing right away is I don't know if the springs are going to work properly if they're all the way down. I think it's supposed to hang down a little bit. So maybe I can clip-late those. I definitely need to tie them off at the top. So I think the best thing to do is back to just demo. Just get rid of all this webbing shit and go from there. And I think I'm just going to undo the hog clips at the top and then pull that out. So that's what we'll do. How do we get over there? Okay, well, I think I got most of the hog rings out. I tried to bend them. It was easier just to cut them. So I used a pair of Kniptik pliers. Yes, I use Kniptiks to cut plain steel. But these came already in hands. Heavily modified. You can see a big chunk out of there. Yeah, so, and it didn't do anything. These things are pretty hard. Looks like somebody melted a wire on there. Live wire, probably. Yeah, anyhow, so now I can see all the springs, and you can see a bunch of them weren't tied in, either over here. I think there was, back out. They're supposed to be tied over there. I don't even know what this rope is here for. Looks like somebody added springs at some point. So, yeah, this is a mess. So, yeah. Now, I can retie the bottoms. And I don't know. These are pretty, like, what is this? That goes over there. So you can see there's like 1, 2. This one's missing. I mean, just a whole bunch of missing. So not only, there's the original fabric. Yeah. Think about this some more. I haven't taken any of these out. I've just removed the ones that were already out. They were already loose and just pulled them back. Oh, that's why these 2 are still there. So we're going to reattach them. I don't want to, you know, remove them and put them back in. It looks like I got some more clips I got to remove. I removed the ones that were in play, not the ones that were from the previous jute fact. So normally you don't use this plastic-y stuff. This is kind of crappy, but use jute, which I think I got some of. Yeah. I don't know the difference. That probably holds up better. Okay, well, I ended up replacing all the cross members except for this one, and I think I'm out actually of the fabric here. Got to put some few more nails in. I'm ran out of tacks. The next step is to hog tie, meaning at every intersection with the spring, put a metal clip in there like the ones I pulled out. That prevents the springs from moving on the bottom, and then they're tied on the top. So when you sit, they push down. Wood seems pretty good. I'm gonna have to go over the edges here and just kind of, you know, clean up some of the scuff marks, but I think it'll clean up pretty nicely. This one I got to drive a few more screws in, maybe one there. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do across here. My inclination is just to cut a piece of wood and curve it and then use the wood and then screw the wood down. But it's definitely got a curvature. So the dwarf is coming. Her car is eating antifreeze. So even though it's, you know, we put a gallon in on Friday, and now she's coming back. She put a gallon in today. She didn't drive for 2 days, and it went down. So it's a leak. It's not being eaten by the car. We'll park it here, let it dry off a little bit, then put up there, and trying to find this leak. Hopefully it's something simple. There's, believe it or not, there's a heatilator that goes through the exhaust. It's kind of weird. This did work out well. I got some tacks still down here, so I really don't want to find them in there or mine, so I gotta sweep this up, but she be coming. I don't know what's going on, but she delivered the car covered in snow, so I first had to get all the snow off. I got the heat on here, but if I'm trying to find a water leak, having 2 inches of snow on top really doesn't help. It was steaming when I got here, when it got here. I just kind of threw the snow on there because I was getting tired of throwing it on the floor. Let it cool down there a little bit. It's definitely hot. She ain't got no juices in there, that's for sure. Maybe I'll help heat this up. Did find if you leave your blower underneath here when you close it, it makes it an oval. So I had to do some rearranging there on my leaf blower, which is really used more for a garage clean out than anything. I need to use that for the tacks, to get the tacks out. I did find 2 of them. There's at least 3, so know where the other one is. Probably tire. Good news, bad news. I must not have tightened this hose clamp all the way when I had it torn apart last fall, but right here, you can't really see it. This hose here was off completely. There's a hose clamp down there, and it was up here. It needed to be down there. Now, I know it's water because it's got a drain right there, so you can drain out the air, because this is a high point, and air gets trapped in the system. Of course, I can't open that now. So I filled it up with fluid, and but I'm pretty certain I could smell antifreeze, and you can still see it's, you know, steaming off here, because antifreeze has a higher flash value, so it doesn't, like, it's not like water, and it's stickier because it's got glyco in it, so it sticks to it and then flashes off slowly over time, which is what that is all about. So hopefully, despite her listening to my bad advice, she called me about 15 miles away and said, hey, it's flashing the engine. Should I keep going? And I said yes. Now, I didn't see that last Friday, and she put in a gallon, and I didn't see or hear any leaks. We looked underneath the car, probably because there's air trapped in there. And then she drove to her house and complained of the same thing, that it was flashing. And I stopped, and we added about another half gallon or the rest of the gallon in there. So it wasn't like really quickly leaking, and I didn't even notice this when we were there. So I don't know. Definitely was off. That's going to cause a major leakage issue. So I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to let this sit for a while, and maybe they'll drain down. I can get to that drain, but we got to remove all this crap. So we'll let that go for a little bit. We'll take it for a test drive. It's definitely warmer in here now with the. I got this garage sale $10 fine I bought about 5 years ago. Kerosene heater going. Kerosene or diesel. You go right in there. So I fill that up about twice a year. It definitely takes the edge off. It's a lot warmer.